What up, y'all? Your boy Thirds Lynch, back again with another motherfucking video. SFAM, stand up, salute, stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in this jank one time, man. So y'all, I had some stuff on my mind today. I think I was on my way to work this morning and I was thinking, because right now at my unit, we have a trainee who was originally with a different unit, got injured, came to our unit, still didn't get any better, so left and went back to the unit. They started to out process, and now the trainee is back at our unit again, because this trainee is going through some legal things. And it just makes me think, like, trainees are always going to get in trouble. There's always going to be a trainee that gets in trouble. There's always going to be a soldier that gets in trouble for something. It made me start thinking about drill sergeants. I have drill sergeant battle buddies who have gotten in trouble for certain things. So it made me want to do a video and tell y'all, just come through and talk with y'all, man, about some of the reasons that drill sergeants get in trouble and then what they get in trouble for. I'm gonna try to make this a two-part video. If you want to see what happens when a drill sergeant gets in trouble, I'm gonna have you go up above to this little ticket. I think there's a tag or a ticket or something like that up here in this corner right here. If not, you could wait to the end of this video and hit the little thumbnail that's up there for the next video. So it makes me go back to think. I'm just going back and I'm thinking about some of the things that I've seen drill sergeants and cadre at basic training units, not just drill sergeants, but cadre also. And I want to start back to when I was in basic training. So after I got out of basic training, I had battle buddies who didn't make it through basic training. They ended up going back to the civilian world, living their lives, doing whatever. I've had some trainees who were direct battle buddies with some of those trainees who ended up going to, duty stations and doing things like that. A lot of these people aren't in anymore, but I will say that even back when I was in basic training, one of the things that happened that get drill sergeants hemmed up is improper relationships with trainees. So when I was lower enlisted, I heard rumors of drill sergeants and trainees having improper relationships. That's a reason for drill sergeants to get in trouble. And I don't know, just to think that it even happens is just crazy, because we learn about this stuff when we go to the United States Army Drill Sergeant Academy. He said it. When we go to the academy, we learn about stuff like this, the things not to do, trends that drill sergeants have gotten kicked out of the Army for, or whatever situation. These are the things that we want to make sure we're not doing. So there's that, improper relationships. That's the thing that's going to stick out the most in my mind. Improper relationships, that is, with other trainees. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's so bad. You got somebody who's in a trusted position, a certain position of responsibility, such as a drill sergeant. They hold us high up there on that pedestal. So for us to have an improper relationship with a trainee is very, very frowned upon. It gets you in a lot of trouble. It's really bad. Another thing I've seen, but it could be equal opportunity related, where it has to deal with somebody's gender, their nationality, things like that, along those lines. Or, just disrespecting, mistreating trainees. I think one of my battle buddies was like excessively, one that I went to the academy with, and he was in a different unit at the same time that I was on the trail. But this guy was like excessively cussing and calling a trainee out of their name or something like that. And he ended up getting in trouble for excessive cussing and calling the trainee out of their name. I'm going to leave it at that, because he was saying some pretty bad things to this trainee, and he's just going in very, very, very super aggressive, and he got in trouble for that. Another thing I've directly seen in my unit at least 3 times where a drill sergeant / cadre have gotten in trouble for having an improper relationship with another trainee. I've heard of drill sergeants sneaking their personal phone number to a trainee. I've heard of drill sergeants coming back up to the barracks after hours to have special conversations, whatever, with trainees or something like that. Crazy thing about that, maybe they didn't mean anything by it. Maybe their intention wasn't to have that kind of relationship with a trainee. But if another trainee witnesses it and they're uncomfortable with it, that can also get you hemmed up for stuff like that. There was one trainee who had graduated basic training, going to AIT, wanted to tell the drill sergeant, "I appreciate you so much for helping to get me through basic training. At first I was like this," and they made so much progress and ended up going to AIT. They passed basic training, flying colors, going to AIT. I think the trainee hugged the drill sergeant. The trainee and the drill sergeant did a hug, probably like one of them a one-arm hug, something like that. Nothing to be intended as if it was an improper relationship. And that drill sergeant got investigated. got separated from the company, but ended up coming back to the company. So that drill sergeant didn't really get in trouble, but he had to disseminate from that situation just to calm things down, and then came back. He definitely didn't mean anything by it, and it was what it was. Also seen some of my battle buddies, drill sergeant battle buddies, man, went to a special detail or a school or something. I think it was a special detail they had to go do. So when they go do a detail, it's like an extra little side job. It's like a side job. That's what we call details in the Army. Oh, you're on a detail, so you're gonna go over here and go do this. You're working and doing a job, but it's outside of your MOS. It has nothing to do with your MOS. So they went to go do this detail. While they're on this detail, because they had to stay a few days or so, and they had to get a hotel, and they had to drive the unit vehicle. The unit had provided a vehicle for them to drive down to this detail. While they were down there, they were being adults, and they went out to go drinking. Now, the part where what I think, if I remember correctly, the part where they messed up, and this is just rumors, but I can say that these drill sergeant and cadre really did get in trouble. I don't know the exact story of what happened, but from what I heard, they were drinking on the way back home in the vehicle. So kind of like drinking and driving. In a government vehicle, somebody had some alcohol, and empty cans were found in the vehicle. You know, one of the drill sergeants got really drunk on the way, and I don't know, it all bubbled over from there, but they got caught with some open containers in the vehicle, and they didn't necessarily get pulled over by cops, but I think once they got back to the unit, they got caught. I feel like they left the vehicle dirty, and they got caught like that. So that being said, that's another instant. I would think maybe they kind of got like a drunk on duty or something like that, maybe something along those lines. They ended up getting in trouble for that. Yeah, those are just some of the things that I've seen. I've seen battle buddies that I went to school with. We come to the same duty station. They're in a separate unit, and they get in trouble for improper relationship with a trainee. I've seen at least 2 of those. So there's been a lot of instances with me and my 3 years experience being in a TRADOC environment, seeing different drill sergeants and cadre get in trouble for things that they know that they're not supposed to do. And it hurts me to see that, because I know that they know better. I know that they know better, and I don't know if they think they're not gonna get, they must think they're not gonna get caught, otherwise why would they do it? You see what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. It's looked down upon, it's very much frowned upon when this happens. It's just not a good sight at all, man. I would hope that drill sergeants would learn. I knew quickly, just from seeing other drill sergeants and cadre get in trouble for certain things, that's not something I even want to get into. And it just wasn't really in my nature to want to do something like that. I was so happy-go-lucky and so motivated to be a drill sergeant, I just didn't want to mess it up. So I just stayed away from all kinds of stuff like that. So anyway, y'all, I'm going to end this video. If y'all want to see the next video, the part 2 on what happens when drill sergeants get in trouble, I want y'all one more time, I think if I can do this, to go to this little ticket, hit this little tag up here. Y'all can also wait to the very end of this video, go to the thumbnail. Y'all see the thumbnail up there, part 2. I'll also leave a link in the description for the video. Alright, so thank y'all for rocking with your boy. Just thought I'd get up here and talk with y'all about that and get that off my mind and my heart. Thank y'all for watching, man. It's your boy Lynch. SFAM, stand up, salute, stay focused and motivated. Get motivated up in this jank one time. Deuces, love you to death. And I'm out.